Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today, it's time for another action figure hunt. I have not been in stores here in my local area in several weeks, to be quite honest with you. And it kind of feels like I'm getting out away from my grassroots as far as action figure collecting. So I'm going to hit up some Targets and some Walmarts, and I'm going to just see what's out there. Honestly, I've got my eye out. I want to see if that new Jada Akuma has actually hit Target stores like we were promised. And then I'm going to see if, Walmart's got anything that kind of excites me. But anyways, we'll talk to you all at the next stop. All right, we're at our first Target. Let's go see what they got in there. All right, we're back here at their collector's spot, and it's kind of looking a little grim. There is absolutely nothing new here. This is all old stuff that has been on shelves literally for years. I mean, they've got some Dragon Ball stuff, but absolutely nothing new. And I've noticed they don't even have any SH figure arts running around over here in this spot. Fuck, absolutely nothing. Just some random NECA, nothing new from them, nothing new from Dragon Stars, nothing new from the Evolve. And like I said, no SH figure arts at all. This is a little bleak. I think I'm just going to head back over to the toy aisle and see what they've got back there. All right, here in their toy aisle, it is not looking super promising either. Very screwed right there where the Transformers are. There's McFarlane stuff, no thank you. Even over here at the Marvel Legends, it looks like all of what they've got is that new Spider-Man wave, and they don't even have all the characters there. It's mostly just Cardiac, whatever Hypno Hustler is. I got this Marvel's owl right here, no thanks. And then those up there that have been out for a minute as well. Nothing at all. This Target doesn't even have Akuma, which is not looking good, but we'll see, at the other two Targets in my local area, what they have. But we're going to get out of here and move on. All right, I'm going to run in this GameStop real quick. I haven't been in GameStop in a minute, and every now and again, they have some really good stuff. All right, they're actually sitting on some stuff back here. Of course, here's the McFarlane stuff, but that's nothing that I mess with. But when we round the corner right here, what do we got right there? That is the Jada Akuma. I didn't expect to find that in here, but it's nice to see it out. And they've got some other, Wave 1 and Wave 2 characters there behind him. They've even got a Blanca right here. So if you still haven't been able to get your hands on that, check out your local GameStop. And then they've got some Ninja Turtle stuff here. That's not normally my thing, but it looks like they're from McFarlane. You've got some Page Punchers right here. Got a Rocksteady. I don't see Bebop. And let's see. And as far as McFarlane's, nothing we haven't seen. Marvel. But they've got a little bit of Marvels. Nothing we need, so I'm going to move on. But it's nice to see them have some stuff in stock. All right, we're at our first Walmart. Hopefully they boggle my mind with some really cool stuff. Well, we're back here in Walmart's collectibles. Got some Funko Pops. You know how I feel about those. Plenty of Dragon Stars, and you do know I like those, but I've got damn near all of them. But we do have our first SH figure arts in the form of the Unwavering Saiyan Pride Vegeta. Score! I do like that, but that's been out for a while. I wish we'd get some new stuff, maybe that new Goku something. And of course, they always have plenty of McFarlane stuff, nothing I'm into. And that's really about it. They've got a little bit of NECA, but not their usual NECA spread. So I'm going to head back here and see if they have one of those Spark Your Collection displays. All right, we're back here in their toy aisle. I guess they got rid of their Spark Your Collection display. I don't know if that's nationwide or if it's just this store. Somebody tell me down in the comments. But they've got a little bit of Marvel Legends, literally nothing I haven't done a video on already. Some of those X-Men 97, but not the good ones. Usual Captain America, that's always on the freaking shelves. Usual Spider-Man, that's always on the freaking shelves. Hasbro's got those Star Wars Black Series. No thank you. And then we turn around here. They do have some Jadas, but the typical ones that we see in the store, not the new one, not the new Akuma, but we just saw that. And they've got some Dragon Ball Evolve figures, which I love, but nothing new, nothing I don't have. Got plenty of Broly's. I do like to see that right there. But that's really about it for back here, so I think we're going to move on to the next stop. All right, we're outside Target number 2. Let's see if they have anything worth getting. Now, this collector spot is sitting on some good stuff. They've got a little bit of McFarlane down there, but that don't count. A little bit of NECA all through there. They've got that Cell and Gohan Super Saiyan 2 2-pack. But look at the SH figure arts. I am digging it. I like it a lot, especially right here. The Games Begin. I haven't seen that anywhere else in my area. It's nice to see them have a nice little stockpile of it. I'm actually surprised they're still on the shelves. Plenty of Dragon Stars and some Dragon Ball Evolved stuff up there, and then some other junk over here that I'm not interested in at all. But the star of the show is definitely right here. I like to see that. But let's head back to their toy aisle and see if they got anything back there. Well, this one's toy aisle is not looking real good at all. The only Marvel Legends they have is that new Uncanny Nightcrawler as Spider-Man right here. They got 3 of those and that's it. They got a little bit of G.I. Joe stuff. And that is all. Thank God they've got Funko Pops. I was worried they weren't going to have that.
How dare you!
But, and then they've got one McFarlane up here. This Flash that actually, oddly enough, doesn't look that bad. But that is it. But, you know, again, no Akuma here at any of the Targets, but we got one more to stop at. All right, Walmart number 2 of the day. Let's see what they've got inside. Well, this one still has a Spark Your Collection display, even though nothing that it's got is making me feel very sparkish about my collection. But, of course, they got the Cyborg Spider-Man, this little Prowler right here. Those are cool. Got a Kane figure back there. Nothing crazy. They've still got this stuff right here. Oh man, I might buy this. I might buy this Ultimate Warrior right here, this wrestling slash Street Fighter crossover. I'm probably gonna pick this up, but you know, here's the rest of the other stuff they've got. Nothing I haven't done a review on except that Electro, and I probably won't, but let's go down the actual aisle. All right, down here, the toy aisle itself, more of the same, but they've got some other stuff as well. Again, nothing I haven't done a review on. Got the Ultimate Iron Man, little Spider Boy here. And then my favorite figure of 2025, the Miles Morales.
That is one big pile of shit.
I'm just fucking kidding. That figure freaking sucks. They got the new Daredevil that I passed on, and the usual Captain America stuff. Let's walk around the other side and see if they've got anything on the other side of the aisle. All right, over here on the other side, this is where they keep like their Dragon Ball Evolves and stuff. And, you know, of course, I've got them all, but they've got a few hanging here and a little bit of the usual Jada suspects. No Akuma, but I don't think he's supposed to be in Walmart, so I'm not going to hold that against him. Kind of bare today, so I'm going to head over to the collector spot and probably call it a day with this particular Walmart. All right, and then here is the collector spot at this Walmart. It's usually never, you know, popped off with a bunch of awesome stuff, but it does have a little bit of everything, a little bit of Dragon Stars, a little bit of SH Figure Arts. I know a lot of people hate that Trunks, but it doesn't bother me that much. Got some Anime Hero stuff there, and then just some more random crap. And of course, you know, McFarlane's, everybody knows my opinion on them as well. But that's really it. Not even the normal NECA spread that they normally have. So I think we're going to call it quits with this Walmart. All right, I decided to swing into this other Walmart really quick. And let's see if they have any of those other, those Street Fighter and WWE crossover figures. Well, this toy aisle is not looking very hot at all. They've literally just got a handful of Marvel Legends hanging out. They got that Feral, which I've heard's a decent figure, but I never picked it up. And of course, there's Captain America back there. Whoop-diddy-doo-dah. And I'm looking over here at where like the Transformers and the WWE shit is. And I'm not seeing any of those wrestling or the Street Fighter figures, excuse me. So I'm gonna slide down here real quick. And I do see some Jada Street Fighter stuff and a little bit of Dragon Ball Evolve. But not much going on here. So I think I'm gonna head over to the collector spot real quick. Well, I'm over here in their collector spot, and I've seen a couple things that have caught my eye. For starters, they have a nice little stock of the lowest born Saiyan Goku from Dragon Ball Z. I like that from SH Figure Arts. They've got some Dragon Stars, but the real hero over here is, I found the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from Daima. I didn't even think this thing was out yet, and here it is right here. So I'm picking that up as well. So far, this has been a fairly decent hunt. But I'm going to move on to the last Target store, see what they've got, and then I think I'm going to wrap it up for the day. All right, this is the last stop of the day. Hopefully this Target might have something we haven't seen yet. All right, their collector spot's looking pretty stocked and nice and organized too. You don't normally see that. Lots of Funko Pops, no thank you. Plenty of SH Figure Arts. We've seen these out. Nothing new, but glad to see that one for sure. Got some Dragon Stars right here, some more up there, but that's about it for over here in the collector spot. But I think we're gonna head over to the toy aisle real quick. All right, nothing new going on in this toy aisle. Again, a little bit of McFarlane stuff, nothing we're interested in. Got plenty of Marvel Legends though, but it's that same new Spider-Man wave. Got Owl, got that Spider Venom right here. I've actually heard that's a decent figure, but I'm not buying. Hypno and Cardiac right there. And then the three usual suspects up there. They suck. Over here, they've got plenty of WWE stuff, but none of those Street Fighter crossover figures, so that kind of sucks. And again, no Akuma here. So I think I'm going to wrap up the hunt for today with this. Be sure and keep an eye out for my Ultimate Warrior as Blanca video, and definitely the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from Daima video as well. Those will be coming over the next couple days. But anyways, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And this is Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.